Hi bestie, I'm Taryn. I can't remember a time when I didn't tie my worth to being or doing enough for everyone else. But now at 40, I'm done with the burnout because I can't keep showing up for others if I don't take care of me. Does balance exist? Never met her. But maybe instead of chasing perfection, we can find joy in the imperfect. And finally, meet ourselves where we are. If that resonates, come on this journey with me of soft launching my life. Let's focus on what really matters. Being silly gooses, seeking joy and wonder, releasing the shoulds, feeling what we feel without shame, and showing up in a way that's sustainable, honest, and uniquely us. This is the most vulnerable thing I've ever created. You'll see parts of me you've never seen before, and I hope in doing so, you feel seen too. Let's let go of the judgment, the guilt, the shame, and let's try to actually live. Are you ready? Okay, let's do this.
Hello.
You ready for school?
Yeah.
Yeah? Hair done?
Yeah.
Water filled?
Yeah. Chief pet.
Chief pet. Mom kissed? We just got home from taking Lucas to school. Sorry, my brain glitched. I need to sit down at my desk. Well, first of all, I need to give my desk a tidy because I cannot have a clear mind and think when things are disorderly like this, but disorder is the life I lead. My external life reflects my brain, and so I have to polish that so that I can polish here. Does that make sense? It tracks up here. Things are not, I have barely had any coffee, but we're gonna tidy really quick, okay? We're just gonna tidy. Are we getting distracted or are we just clearing the desk? I don't know, but we're moving over here. Okay, so, hi. That is the most pitiful meow I've ever heard. What happened? The dogs were mean to you? Okay, Chief, you wanna help me open this? It's from Satya. This is one of my favorite jewelry brands. They're the most amazing humans. Satya herself is so involved in this business. Woman-owned. Pieces are such amazing quality. I'll try them all on later. Oh my gosh, I love this. Chief, you like this one? Chief loves this one. I'll take them out a little bit later. I can't get too off track with this. Thank you, Satya. I love you guys. Chief, you're making a mess. You're knocking leaves off my plant everywhere. Look at what you did to my plant. Do you see this? Couldn't be you. Never, huh? Granted, I did. This is a new plant, and I'm still trying to figure out how to care for it, so we do have some crusties. Okay, what is this? Okay, we have some new stuff from Tower 28. I love this brand. They have really good ingredients, and their products actually do something, which, you know, the struggle. Okay, this is all garbage now, and we just cleared that up, but now we have more work to do because now I have to take these upstairs. Chief, will you take them upstairs? Yeah, you're so helpful. Thank you. So helpful. Where are you going? Hey, Chief. Excuse me, my dude. What are you doing? Okay, I give up. You're a troublemaker today, and I don't have time for that, so we're gonna let him do his thing. Okay, back to the desk. This is what happens is I start doing something and I get off on a side quest and then the main thing doesn't get done. I need to just focus on the thing I want to clear my desk. Oh my goodness. Kind of tighten the cords a little bit. Magic.
Hey, bro.
Hey, I gotta do my hair and stuff. I'm gonna start filming Style Me Bestie here in a second. Finally. Creating a voice note to brain dump everything that is going through my head while I'm getting ready. So first of all, I need to get the style forms over to the rest of the women. The other thing is the actual style form that is yet to be created because it's all just in a Google folder or Google document. We need to get that completed and then have the lawyer look at it to make sure that we are not having any issues I don't know, there's just so many tasks that are in my brain for this. I just feel like it's not gonna happen unless I do it, and that's really frustrating. So I'm trying to like figure out how to have people do things while I am creating so that I can remove some of those to-dos and all those tasks because they are just flooding my brain. I just got done doing my hair and I have to do just quick, easy makeup. I'm going to turn off my phone though because I'm going to do this quick and I have to charge it. So I'll be right back. Just finished hair and makeup. I did a little bit extra because tonight I have to do back to school night for Lucas's school. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get ready now, then I don't have to like scramble later. Plus I'm gonna be filming anyways. So I was like, okay, we'll just do a little bit more than just tinted sunscreen. But now I'm like, I need to figure out an outfit because that way I can film in it and I can just, when I'm done filming, I can go and do back to school night. So it'll be a multi-purpose outfit. So it needs to be comfortable, cute and put together, easygoing, and it's still hot outside. Okay, here we go. Okay, I have this matching set from Zara that might work really well. So it's just like a lightweight linen-y set with shorts, which I can make it look polished and it's comfy. So I think this is gonna be the ticket. Let's put it on. I had a bit of a meltdown yesterday. I was so overwhelmed and I like couldn't get it together. Like everything was firing at one time. Then I come to look at my Oura ring, which kind of tracks my temperature to see maybe I'm PMSing or whatever. And yeah, I think I was PMSing. And sometimes that just helps to know. So then you can like give yourself a bit more grace during those times or like prioritize rest. I'm like, why does everything feel so chaotic? Well, yeah, that might be why. That might be why. I'm just gonna cut these out because they're gonna bother me all day. These just like aren't necessary. Okay, we need to figure out some shoes. I need to put some like lights in here or something. I don't want to do sneaker. I want something like slide on and comfortable. These might be kind of cute. Clear, easy to walk in flip flop. Okay, and then we need frosting. Probably gonna wear old trusty later. So maybe a scarf on the bag. What do you think? Just add the little texture, a little something. Okay, accessories. Ooh, these sunglasses. I keep reaching for these chunky earrings, so we're gonna do those. And then I'm thinking a necklace that is more subdued. Okay, let's see how the whole thing looks together. My nails are too long right now. They've grown so much. Oh my gosh. The struggle. I think it just adds a little something there. Since the outfit itself is kind of like basic, it gives me a lot of opportunity to add style and personality with the accessories. It checks all the boxes. Comfy shoes, never lose. Never lose. Okay, we're done. Let's go start filming. I'm not gonna lie, I've been a little overwhelmed because I just want this to be so good and so perfect for you that I'm like overthinking it a bit, and I tend to do that, but I just have to start. That's like the key, is like not overthinking and just starting. So here we go, we're doing it. We're making dreams a reality. Style Me Bestie. Let's do it. I wasn't recording that whole time. That's so annoying. And we're back, and I already have my tea poured. Okay, it's cool. Nobody's gonna know. Everybody's gonna know because it's gonna be on my vlog. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's good. That was just a practice. Okay, here we go. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Style Me Bestie. Here we go. This is the theme song. I didn't even know. We're just gonna top it off, okay? We're just topping it off. Am I recording? No. Good thing I checked. Yes, I am. Okay, here we go. Can I see what's in frame? I am not in frame. This is a better angle anyways, okay? Let's style a bestie together. Slay. I killed that. You didn't even know it could get better than the last ones, and then here we are. Now it's too full. Okay. I think that was like that. Whatever, it's fine. This isn't actual television. If I was on set, they would have been like, wait, no, Taryn, continuity. They would have been like, you gotta fill your glass up. You gotta make sure the straw's in exactly the right spot. We gotta redo it. But this isn't that. This is whatever I want it to be, so it's fine. It's fine. Let's head into the Clawfus. A Clawfus is a closet office, in case you wondered. That's what I have. So the next step is over there. I have a camera over there. I'm gonna film going into the office here. I'm hoping that once I can get a good flow of this, like it'll be like I'll just know these things. I won't have to be like, okay, this like it'll be more fluid. Like I can hold on, you need to see Leslie. Hold on, look at her little head. She's hiding. She's helping me water my plants. I love you so much, baby. Okay, we can't get too sidetracked. Now we've got to give it another angle. Well, this is not ideal. Let's put that in my pocket. This is part of the process. You gotta hide the things that are gonna be in the shot. So like all these clothes that I wore, I'm gonna throw them in this corner. Nobody's gonna know. Still rolling. Okay. Love you, thank you.
Need anything else?
I'm okay right now, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm like so in the groove, so Leslie just brought me some chicken salad and crackers so that I can munch while I'm working. She's an angel. Just a reminder, bestie, make sure that you're taking a break to fuel your body today. It's something I forget to do because I'm in the grind of every single day, remembering all the things we have to fuel. It was really good when I get my hair in with it. I love that. I just got done working on Style Me Bestie, and I changed out of the clothes I was filming in because I need to actually wear the same clothes tomorrow to finish the second half of filming it. I thought that I had a like back to school event for Lucas tonight, but it's actually tomorrow. Lucas is at Taekwondo right now. I'm gonna prep dinner. I also have my plants that I had to water them today, and one of them needs to be trimmed up. So before I start making dinner, I've got like 30 minutes, and I think I'm gonna spend some time with my plants because that just makes me really happy, like getting my fingers on green things. So let's do that. I've never had a plant like this before. Historically, plants like this didn't work well for me because it has such fine, thin little leaves that if it's a thirsty plant and I forget to like give it a drink, this happens where leaves will just crumble up and it'll look terrible, and then you have to go through and give it a whole haircut, or in some cases it would just die. But since I moved here and it's a little bit more humid here and it's warmer year round, I thought I would give it a try, especially because in the store it was just so beautiful and full, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I was crushing on it really hard, but I just learned a valuable lesson. I never want to go through this again. So I think what I'm gonna do is put it on a Wick-system, which I have a couple other plants currently on Wick-systems. I can show you one. I have my basil on a Wick-system. Let me show you. So this is my basil, and what it is there's a cache pot in here. This is full of water in the bottom, and then I just stuck the actual plant, I don't unpot it, stuck the actual plant in this, and let me see if I can pull it out and show you. There's this wick. Oh, you can see little baby roots coming out. This wick goes down into the water reservoir, and the wick itself is up into the root system. It'll keep the bottom portion of the plant moist for plants that like to stay moist, and make it so it won't wilt and die on me, because basil historically, it's thirstier than I can keep up with, to be honest. I love these types of little systems for plants that are thirsty like this. I gotta pull the wick back down through. So now I can just set this in there, and this is lying in the water in the bottom and keeps my plant watered so I don't kill it. And then over here, this tells me how much water is in there, so I don't have to like lift it out every time. I can just check and see if it's low. Lifesaver if you're a chronic underwater like I am. I just saw another example that I wanted to give you. Okay, so this is my rosemary, and this tiny little pot is so tiny that it dries out faster than I can water it. The bottom of the dish has a water reservoir in it. This doesn't have a wick, but what I did is just set it in here and let the water kind of like be right below the bottom of this pot, and the roots will naturally grow down into the water so it can kind of keep itself watered, and then all I have to do is keep water in the bottom of this. You never want your plant just soaking in water. Like it'll rot, you'll get root rot. It's a bad idea. But if the roots go and find the water, that's the sweet spot. We love that. And that's how you can keep them happy. It'll also make it easier if I leave town or something. I don't have to worry about somebody watering my plant. I can just make sure that it has water in the reservoir and it can get a drink itself if it's thirsty. And I don't know that I have a plant that a water reservoir doesn't work for. I even have some of my pothos and philodendron, like climbing philodendrons, on like water reservoir. And it just takes some time to develop those roots to go and search and find the water. So you just got to keep it kind of moist and watered until those roots develop, and then you're good to go. It's amazing how much knowledge about random things that I have because of hyperfixations in my lifetime. Something productive did come out of staying home all of 2020 during COVID. I could tell you so much about houseplants. It would absolutely floor you. Oh, the family's home. Hi. Hi, baby. How was Taekwondo? Good. Yeah? Thank you. I want to hear about it.
So we did some handstands.
Handstands?
Handstands.
I love doing handstands. How do you feel?
My arm hurts and I'm tired.
Okay, I was meaning like, are you proud of yourself?
Yeah.
Like, everything hurts and I'm tired. That's how I feel. Did you do any cartwheels? You need to ignore the camera.
No.
I had to turn off the overhead lights because they were ruining the vibe. I'd much rather have like mood lighting and like lamps than the evil overhead lights. Okay, back to body doubling. I need to start making dinner even though I'm in the middle of this. But I can put the meat in the pan and let it warm up while I finish this. Okay. So today I plan out my meals ahead of time. I just have this like planner. I've never been this girl. Just so you think like, wow, she's got her life together. No, this is new. I'm trying really hard. And honestly, you're here to help keep me accountable because like that's what I'm trying to do is create new systems for myself so I don't have the argument every single night of what's for dinner. We have a plan. We have a menu we can pick from. So tonight I planned for cilantro-lime rice bowls. Last week I made this hamburger with, well, it's taco meat. It's taco meat. I made taco meat last week. It's got vegetables in it though, because I try to sneak vegetables in everywhere. And I just took it out of the freezer because I froze the extra of it so then I could use it for this week. I think it should be yummy and somewhat healthy. So I'm gonna need a pan. Kitchen assistant 1, kitchen food stealer 2. Here's the menu. So we had this last night. It was really, really good. And then today. And then tomorrow we're eating out. This menu from Amazon is really helpful because I can just rip off this list, but I just kind of add it all to, you know, the automated lady, her name, I don't want to set yours off, her name that you add the list to. Okay, her. This is old trusty, the old trusty pan. She's the everything pan. There's dog hair everywhere. Like it just gets in like how? This is clean. I'm just gonna cover it. We'll let that simmer. Okay, we'll let the meat cook. Oh my gosh, look at me. I'm so on top of things. Never. This is not the norm. Normally I'm scrambling to do everything in my life. So thanks for helping me stay accountable. I hope you're able to get something done. And if getting something done with me means just relaxing because that's something you haven't been able to do, that's also a win. I'm obsessed with that for you. Oh my gosh. Lucas just said to his dad, like, Dad, my foot's numb. And his dad's like, were you just sitting on the toilet for 20 minutes? I relate so hard, so many times. Like, I'll just be sitting in there, like not even doing any business, just like escaping in the bathroom, just chilling. And then all of a sudden I'll try to stand up and like I have no feeling in my feet or my legs. You might be wondering, why are you taking the time to trim all this off? Yeah, great question. Thanks for asking. This is a bit excessive. I would never normally go this route with this, but I'm determined to get it looking really pretty. So then I can put it on a new system so it won't get like this again. But also when you freshly trim a plant, especially like a live stem, it signals to the plant like, hey, trauma, we need to encourage regrowth. I would say like if my plant like really got crispy, like there wasn't enough green leaves for it to photosynthesize, I wouldn't trim it up. I would wait until more leaves come back though. I'm giving you way too much information. It's all just living here in my brain. Somebody's got to hear about it, okay? It's your lucky day. It just happens so quickly, too. It's like one day it was like, yeah, thriving. Next day, taco meat smells so good. Let me check on it. She's all done. She looks so much happier. Look at her. She's all fluffed up, and she's by a window that gets good light but no direct sunlight, so she shouldn't get too dry. And then I filled this reservoir with water in the bottom. The pot is sitting in here, so then the roots can encourage growth down to the water if it needs a drink in the future. The crime scene, like there's so much dead. And then this one, she's my drama queen, and she was like completely wilted, and she's had a drink now, so she's better. And then I just watered this one too. Look how pretty she is. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, it's all cooked through. I'm gonna assemble the bowls. There we go. Okay, here's the finished bowl. I just like mix it together and just eat it. The boys like to use tortilla chips and kind of eat it like a dip. And also it'd be really good with beans. So I'm gonna make the boys their plates and we're gonna eat dinner as a family and then probably relax. So I'm gonna say goodbye for the evening, but I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. You say hi, besties. Just got back from taking Lucas. I'm so tired. Took Lucas to school. Now you're just doing that on purpose. You guys are the loudest. Forgot what I was saying. Isn't that my life though? Something interrupts my train of thought. It's gone. Cannot remember it. Okay, hey, it's a new day. And I was telling you, took Lucas to school. Super important stuff. And I really like to roll down the window after he gets out of the car. And I like to not yell, but I like to say in a tone that's not just like my regular talking voice, more of like a little louder. I love you so much. Have a great day. Making choices. And then he gets a little bit embarrassed, but he secretly loves it. Like, I think it makes me feel special, but that will be over with very soon, I'm sure. Oh my goodness. Are you just an angel? Okay. Sorry, I keep getting like interrupted and I forget what I'm saying. I need to take my ADHD meds. Here's your sign. You need to take your meds. Yeah, I do. Really bad. I can squirrel something shiny. Ooh, something fluffy. This is chaos in my brain. When I start a new project, I easily can hyperfixate on it to the point of it consumes my thoughts 24/7. And that's historically been something that I've struggled with. I don't know how to step away from work. Even when I was working in the corporate world, I'd go home for the day and I'd be swirling it around in my brain and having new ideas. I just get so into making something happen when I want to do it that I can't stop, or it makes it really hard to stop. It's not that I can't stop. It's just that I am not actively trying to work on it, but my brain is consistently just going back to it and wanting to go there and think about it too. I end up getting really exhausted and actually getting sick of whatever I'm working on quickly because my brain will not let it go. Have you ever had that where you just are so into something and you just can't put it away in your brain? You just can't, your brain won't stop thinking about it. It's like you're thinking about, all you want to work on, all you want to do, it's disruptive. And I don't know if it's just completely an ADHD thing. Like, I know it's something that I've struggled with my entire life. It can be anything, but there's literally this thing where I'm like, this has to happen, and I will find little micro things and ways to do it or to think about it, or my brain will find ways to think about it, to do it, or whatever, even in times where it's not helpful. Does that make sense? It like prioritizes that thing. So I feel like I just over-explained that to you so much. I should really take my meds. Okay, today I have to finish filming Style Me Bestie. I have to source the clothing. I have to like break it down, like figure out what I want it to look like, what I want the key points to be, which is a surprising amount of work. Not surprising to me, but would be surprising to a lot of people. Okay, I'm distracted. I gotta go get ready so that I can film. I need to clean up my makeup area really quick. It'll make my brain feel less cluttered, so I'm gonna do that. But I did just take my ADHD meds. I'm notating that so I don't question later. So hopefully they'll kick in soon and my brain will feel a little less chaotic. So I have inattentive ADHD. There's like an attentive version and an inattentive version, and I can absolutely just get lost in my own thoughts. The best way that I can describe it, when I had a television when I was younger, and sometimes channels would come through all at once with our rabbit ears, and you would hear like multiple different shows playing at the same time, and then there would be like that static going on within all of the shows playing at once, and it's so noisy and like you can't make sense of any of it. It's really overwhelming. It's really frustrating. That's just my brain alone, but then you add in anything else in the environment and then it's so much that I'm so overstimulated. I would get such bad anxiety. The anxiety portion was one of the reasons why I finally decided to go see a psychiatrist and a therapist. I was having depression and anxiety, and come to find out that both of those things for me were a trickle-down effect from my untreated ADHD. So treating the main problem has helped me so much. Thankfully, at this point, don't have to take anxiety meds or antidepressants or anything like that. Now, everybody's situation is different. This is just what helped me. But it's been such a game changer. I avoided medication for so long because I was like, I should be able to fix this myself. Like, it's just me. I'm the problem. Like, if I was stricter with myself, if I had self-control, if I did XYZ, like, I should be able to do this. I should be able to remember, basic things. And I would try and be like, if I had a new routine, if I had a new planner, if I had a new this, if I could figure out how to do this, and this would finally happen. No, like, for me, as much as I try, that won't happen. So the meds help me so that I can create processes and systems. And the best time to create those systems is when you have a new med, so then you can learn a new system while your med is really working for you really well. So I had to kind of like let go of that perfectionism, of the fact that how things are done for me will never look the same as somebody who has a neurotypical brain. And I've learned to appreciate too, I have a spicy brain, I have a neurospicy brain. My brain is highly creative. I would say not even highly, hyper creative. I have so many ideas every single day that would go to die if I didn't like jot them down somewhere. That's what I've been working on. And the Big Five. I came up with the Big Five because I grew up in like the toxic girl boss hustle culture of grind, stay up till 4 a.m, get 2 hours of sleep, wake up, take your kid to preschool, blah, blah, you know what I mean? Like, the rest is for the weak. Like, taking care of yourself is selfish. I didn't really say that, but it was like the mentality of it, and that was so unhealthy for me. I was irritable, and just my quality of life was not good. It was just not good because of that. So I'm now trying to break some of the toxic hustle culture mentality, which means I deserve to take breaks. I don't have to earn them. Please tell me if you can relate, because like I sometimes feel very alone in these situations. But how silly is it that I'm at my computer working, and then I will be like, okay, after you get this done, you're allowed to go pee. Like, I'm literally holding my pee. Like, it's the very last second that I allow myself to pee. What the hell? Like, what? Like, no, you gotta pee, you go pee. I'm telling you, it's toxic. It's toxic. So I'm gonna get ready, and then I'm gonna have a little breakfast, and we're gonna get into filming and get into the day. So here we go. So I just did a quick clean of my brushes just to kind of sanitize them, and I do this for upkeep, and then I do like one full deep clean a month usually. But while I was doing that, I had a idea that I had to shut down because it would have taken me on a side quest and derailed me from my priorities today. Look at me, staying on my priorities. Technically, I probably shouldn't have even cleaned my brushes today because that was kind of like a side quest, but that's okay. It needed to be done, so here we are. Okay, so we've got it cleaned up for the most part. It probably could use a good wipe down, but that is for another time. Here's the method. I have to let these dry before I put them away, but I have my makeup bag of products that I typically like to reach for. The reason why I have this is so if I'm in a hurry at the end of the day and I'm going somewhere, I can just zip this up, take it with me in the vehicle, and get ready there. Also, I forget what my favorite go-to products are if they're not in front of me and I can't see them because I have a lot of beauty stuff. Number one, I've always been obsessed with beauty products, but this is absolutely excessive. Eyeshadow brushes, this is all like favorite lip pencils and like lip products, and then a mirror so I can pluck the chin hair out of my chin on a regular basis. You're seeing the after of the dream that I had. Like, this is my dream room. This is my dream vanity. I have been a creator since 2017. Where I started versus this is like night and day different. I spent so many years working and hustling and grinding and not taking care of myself, which it doesn't need to be done that way, to build a community, to do the things, to chase my dreams so that, you know, I could have a dream vanity like this. And wow, I had to like turn this around because like I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I did that. I remember before I started creating online, like I didn't ever think it would be this. I wasn't intending on quitting my full-time job, but I remember just being buried in debt. I remember like that weight of that on me every single day. Like I just felt like I would never be able to get out from under. I started creating online because I was lonely, but also I was like, it'd be nice if I could figure out a way to just make a little bit of extra money to help me pay off bills, but also treat myself once in a while because I didn't get to do that very often. Like going to get a manicure or a pedicure would take most of my budget for that paycheck that I had left over after bills. I still am grounded in really emotional about this. I'm still like really grounded in that version of me and like where I came from and like understanding how it feels to feel like, how am I going to get to work? Because I don't know if I have enough gas and I have to like make a choice now on, do I want to like get lunch at work? Or do I need to put $5 in my tank to get home? I've always had clothes. I've always had a roof. I've always had those things. Like, so in the grand scheme of it, I'm very fortunate and very lucky, but I still have like a very clear understanding and ability to put myself back into those shoes of how I felt in those moments of just feeling like, I wish I could do XYZ. How am I going to? How am I going to get out from out of under all these bills? If I move to a different country, will my terrible credit score follow me? Like literally all of those things were happening to me. And then fast forward now, like 2025, and really trying to focus on chasing my passion and like letting myself help others in the way I wanted to help. And I did get to the other side of it. It took so long. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. I think probably because I'm living in the after. I didn't get to show you like while I was in it. So I'm still very humble and grounded, and I look around and with gratitude every single day of my life. And I know for a fact that yes, I did work so hard and sacrifice so much over the years to be able to get to this point. Yes, I did. I can absolutely give myself some credit there because I did, but I also 100% recognize that I would never have been able to have this house, do the things I do with my family, be able to go on a new side quest of creating a YouTube if I didn't have my like ride or die besties on Instagram and that community that helped start it all for me. And like, I'm just so grateful. Okay. Starting the day with gratitude is a great thing. So even though there's tears, it's gratitude tears. So that's okay. All right. I need to get to work. Good morning. I'm getting ready to have my breakfast. I've got a little egg bake with some cheese, but I'm not eating that because I need to drink my AG1. And let's get that prepped. I got a new flavor. I got the citrus one. I think there's 3 new flavors. I love refreshing citrus taste in the morning, so I'm gonna make that. I need to get some water. The thing I struggle with most with filming content, especially this is sponsored content, I need to say everything I want to say in such a short amount of time. And so much gets left out. Like, I want to talk and tell you all the reasons why I love it, but like, I don't have that ability. I'm not good at being concise. You might have noticed. Okay, I'm gonna finish this down the hatch. One thing I also notice when I'm taking AG1 regularly, I notice a huge impact to my scalp psoriasis. I don't know if I've told you about my scalp psoriasis struggles. I know I've talked about it a lot on Instagram, but I've struggled with it my whole life and it gets so bad. And scalp psoriasis is an autoimmune disease, I guess, you know? It can cause psoriatic arthritis, things like that, but it's really tied to the health of my gut because it's an inflammatory disease. So if my gut is not doing well, if I'm eating a lot of sugar, if I'm eating like a lot of white starchy breads, I notice a flare up on my scalp. Like I physically see manifestations of my gut not being healthy on my scalp, which I guess it's good in a way because I'm like, oh, I need to take care of my gut better or whatever. I'm eating too much starchy and sugary foods. I need to chill out because that is unbearable. That everybody has that visual cue. I guess I'm the lucky one. Like, I was not joking. I'm putting this in front of my coffee machine. So then tomorrow when I wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna go make coffee, be like, AG1. I'm constantly like hacking my brain to like do what I need it to do. Okay, I'm gonna go eat breakfast. It's probably cold now, but that's okay. Hey Leslie, could you please bring me my tripod light, please? Thank you.
You need to plug it in?
No, it's okay. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it yet, so I can handle that. Am I tripping? Are the lights blinking?
They're stroking, you're not stroking.
Okay.
But I can barely see it happening. I wonder.
I can like see it out of my peripheral.
Mm-hmm.
Peripheral. I'm turning those lights off in a second anyways, so.
Want me to turn it off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
No.
I wonder why that would happen.
Maybe because it's so hot outside? Is there like a power surge, you think? I have no idea.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe the bulbs need to be changed.
You know what? I feel like your first answer sounded really smart.
Thank you. No one's ever said that to me. It's really nice.
It's a very smart answer.
The compliments just keep coming today. She's smart and she's pretty.
She really is.
I had a leg cramp in my sleep last night. First one, I've never had a leg cramp in my life. I reached over and my calf muscle was as hard as it's ever been in my whole life. It was just like, it was rock hard.
Rock hard.
And I was like, what the
in my bed.
It hurt so bad. It was the only rock hard thing that's ever been in my head.
Okay.
What do you need?
I am filming.
I'm so sorry.
No.
Sorry.
Hey, no. I was just filming B-roll and it's already done, so just hit end. Maybe I'll just, okay.
Maybe film yourself turning the light on too or something.
Yeah.
That way it makes sense that all of a sudden it's brighter.
Are you in production?
I'm just saying.
Continuity, people. Continuity. Okay, bestie. I just wrapped filming Style Me Bestie. I'm watching the content right now to make sure that I got everything I needed, but this dream is actually happening and it feels really cool and it's been stressful. Like, I get so emotionally like wrapped up into these things. Like, I want them to be so good. I'm like having an emotionally weird day today. Like, how do I even say this? Like, I want the things that I create to mean something, to help people. Like, I want it to be good. And that can like stop me from actually creating sometimes, because if I feel like I can't do something perfectly, then I'm just not gonna do it. So it's been really, really challenging for me, especially with this like thing that I've been holding in my heart for years. How can I deliver on this thing that has been asked of me over and over and over again by my community on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook? Like, how can I do this for you in a way that is sustainable? And putting it all together from like original idea to ideation to creation has been so challenging because everything's living in my brain and nobody can do it, like lay it out and like make the vision come to life except for me. So the pressure is huge. I just hope like even if 2 people watch Style Me Bestie, that those 2 people will feel inspired after they leave. Maybe they'll learn a couple tips. Maybe they'll gain some self-confidence. I don't know. I think what it is, okay, I've actually figured it out. What it is Style Me Bestie is, Style Me Bestie is actually me delivering the information and helping in the way that I wish that I would have had the opportunity to be helped. Like having somebody actually take the time to dive into my life, dive into my fit issues, dive into my specific body type, and dive into like all of the facets that make me me to help me understand it and to easily implement it into my everyday life. That's wild. Are we in therapy right now? Like, what? That's a breakthrough I didn't realize, but it's absolutely true. That's why it's so personal. That's why it's so needed, is because I wish that I had something like this. The permission to not have to follow the rules. Just that. I wish that I would have had that, and then maybe it wouldn't have taken me years and years and years to actually truly figure all this out. But if I would have had that bestie back then, I wouldn't be here right now. So anyways, I need to get back to watching this. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with me today? Okay, Style Me Bestie content is being uploaded. And I have to get dressed to go to a concert now. Like, I'm excited, but also I'm very tired. My brain needs to like just be unplugged and just reboot for a solid week. Okay, so we're going to see, I think it's Australian Pink Floyd or Brit Pink Floyd, I don't know. But AJ really wanted to take Lucas, and they usually put on a really good show. I need a day to rot. That's what it is. I need a rot day. No talking, just rotting. This is a squirt. It is dreadfully hot outside, but I'm gonna be inside in air conditioning, and I freeze in air conditioning, like completely freeze. But my goal was kind of like to wear the jacket almost like a top. This is not the right vibe. Yeah, this is more chill. So to keep my sleeve up, so I pull it up like this, and then I fold this over it and cuff it while it's up, and then I can just fold this over. She looks effortless, but she did think about it just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. I mean, you can also just do whatever the hell you want. Nobody's gonna see the socks, and these are the only ones I have down here, so they are the winner. And since I'm gonna be indoors, and it's gonna be air conditioned, I'm gonna wear boots. I haven't worn boots in a long time. Definitely looking a little Western for a Pink Floyd concert, but that's okay. You're actively seeing my decision fatigue. I literally can't right now. Like, making choices about jewelry is something I just cannot handle. Do I want to do like mixed metal? Yeah. There we go. Made a decision. I really need to like actually make it a priority. I've been meaning to go make an appointment to get my hoops put back in because I have my nose pierced twice here, and I used to have 2 tiny hoops. I had to take them out to film the TV show. I haven't told anybody that. They asked me to take them out. And so I compromised. I was like, I'll put tiny little studs in. Something between you and me. I haven't told anybody else this. None of my watches are actually turned on. Like, they don't tell the accurate time. Yeah, I don't even think this is moving or ticking. I don't think I've done it. They're purely because I think they're pretty and I like them and I like how they look with my outfits. That's why. I use my phone to check the time. Say what you want. I'm just being honest with you. That's what friends do. See? Don't ask me the time though. I don't know. Oh man, another decision. I mean, it has gold. I'm wearing mixed metal. It don't make sense. Okay. I need some sort of glasses. Old trusty. They just work for everything. I swear, they're so dirty. I need to clean them in the car. But I gotta go. Okay, I'll show you some highlights of the concert. I had to get a coffee because I'm a grandma and I don't want to fall asleep.
Tastes like rock and roll.
Tastes like rock and roll. Hi bestie, it's future Taryn. Taryn in this video is from August and Taryn today is living at the end of October. Watching this footage back was kind of challenging for me because I knew what was going on beneath the surface. There was a literal storm happening and it was about to break. And I left to go to a concert with my family that night and ended up having a panic attack, if I'm just being 100% honest with you. It's like really hard for me to talk about this, but I feel like if I don't, then you have this unrealistic expectation of, wow, like Taryn's doing all of this and like then goes to a concert. Like, no, I was very unwell. I'm trying so hard to do all of the things, including trying to take care of myself and trying to make it a part of my to-do list. And I'm thinking I'm doing the right things, but the amount of pressure that I'm putting on myself, nobody else is putting it on me but me. I was really struggling and I wasn't asking for help. And that night I went to the Pink Floyd concert and I was already at my breaking point. I said I need a day to rot, right? That should have been a sign, but I was pushing through because I want to show up for my family, right? But this time was different because I was so burnt out that I'm at this concert, very close seats, enclosed environment, bright strobing lights, really, really loud, intense music. If you know Pink Floyd, you know. And I could not catch my breath. I was crawling out of my body. Like I was able to calm myself down. I didn't have a full-blown panic attack. I've had one of those before. I was able to get it together, but it was very uncomfortable. This video, you got to see the point that that I finally was like, whoa, nope, I need help. And I didn't film for several weeks after this, probably even a month. I still have a lot of work to do. And it's really hard to like admit that, but also it's just so real because I can't do it all. None of us can. The unrealistic expectations that we put on ourselves to do all the things, to be all the things for all the people, and what is left for us? Not a lot. There's not a lot left for my family at this point either because I went to this concert and I was physically there, but I was burnt toast. I couldn't even like have the mental capacity to decide on my jewelry that day. Did I? Yes, but I was really struggling. And I made some notes because I really want to talk about this point of everything for me because I came online on Instagram and I had talked to you, if you follow me there, in my stories. I think I saved it to a highlight about how I was not well. I was just coming out of like a super big hyperfixation state where I was so focused on minute details of building out Style Me Bestie, building out systems for my business that didn't need to be built. But I felt like I had to get everything aligned and get everything perfect and have all these systems in place because I had just got on new medication. And my psychiatrist had told me like, now is a perfect time for you to start figuring out new systems for yourself. So me taking that so literally, I was like, I have to figure out systems right now. And so I dove in and I was creating wild templates, spending hours and hours. I was not sleeping. My brain would not shut off. And I talked about that a little bit at the beginning of this episode. And you can hear me at like that point of like, I'm coming out of the realization that, hey, I need to stop doing this. But what I'm not really talking about is the guilt and shame associated with that, with my hyperfixation and with falling back into old patterns and so trying to prove that I'm no longer that person to who, I don't know, myself. I wrote this right around the time that this happened. And so maybe it'll give a little context. I kind of talked about some of this, but I failed so many times in my career, publicly, privately, awkwardly, loudly. And I've learned that failure has always been my teacher. Showing up online in my underwear before it was cool, that was failure and fear and truth all rolled into one. but those moments shaped me. Therapy has been helping me unpack all of it. And thank goodness, because I've learned to notice the signs before they swallow me whole. Historically, this is where I would have walked away, overworked something until I resented it, hyperfixated myself into total avoidance. But not this time. I'm like actually really proud of that. I'm still inspired. I'm still in love with the vision for Style Me Bestie, for this channel. I want to create this for you and for me, not for the metrics, not for the trends, but for the connection, the realness, the permission we all need to show up imperfectly. That's why I'm making you this promise. You'll always get the truth from me here. You won't always see the mess. Sometimes I'm just too in it to film it, but I'll tell you about it. And I'll keep showing up as a multifaceted woman, someone who loves outfits and self-reflection, who can post a 30-second style video and talk about burnout, someone who's learning to let joy lead. So no, none of this is perfect, but it's honest, and I hope it meets you wherever you are. I love being able to walk this with you, trying to give ourselves grace together, not just in outfits, but in truth. Anyways, bestie, thanks for listening. The next vlogs will be a little different because you will be seeing me in therapy. And I will be this version of Taryn, which is on her true healing journey. Thank you for being here with me. I love you. Bye.